The Whispering Library's Secret. In the quietest corner of the bustling city, hidden behind a winding alley and a forgotten garden, stood the grand Whispering Library. Its shelves stretched higher than the tallest trees, filled with stories waiting to be told. And in this magical place lived Inky, a sleek, black cat with eyes like polished emeralds, who knew every secret the library held. Inky wasn't just any cat. He was the guardian of the library's greatest secret. The books came alive. When no one was around, the pages would rustle, characters would peek out, and entire worlds would spill onto the floor. Inky loved to watch, his tail swishing with delight, as knights jousted and dragons soared right before his very eyes. One sunny afternoon, two curious children, Rohan and Priya, stumbled upon the grand Whispering Library. They had heard whispers of its magic, but never truly believed them. Rohan, with his adventurous spirit, pushed open the grand oak doors, while Priya, always observant, peered in with wide, wondering eyes. The library was even grander than they imagined. Dust motes danced in the sunbeams, illuminating endless rows of books. "Wow," whispered Rohan, his voice echoing softly. Priya gasped, pointing. "Look, there." Sitting calmly on a velvet armchair was Inky, watching them with an almost knowing gaze. Inky gave a soft morrow and gracefully hopped off the chair, leading them deeper into the labyrinth of shelves. Rohan and Priya followed, their footsteps barely making a sound on the plush carpet. As they turned a corner, a faint melody drifted towards them, followed by the sound of tiny, tinkling bells. Priya's eyes widened. "Did you hear that?" she whispered to Rohan. Suddenly, a small, beautifully illustrated book on a low shelf began to glow. A tiny, shimmering fairy with delicate wings fluttered out from its pages, dancing in the air before them, leaving a trail of sparkling dust. Inky sat down, his tail gently thumping, as if to say, "See? I told you." The fairy danced around Rohan's head, giggling, then zipped back into its book. Just as they caught their breath, another book nearby opened, and a brave knight in shining armor galloped out on a miniature horse, sword drawn, ready for an adventure. Priya clapped her hands in delight. "This is amazing!" The knight bowed to them, then rode off into the shadows between the shelves, his armor clinking softly. Inky then nudged a particularly old, leather-bound book with his nose. Its title, written in elegant script, read, "The Whispering Woods." As Inky pawed at the book, a gentle breeze rustled through the pages, and the scent of pine and damp earth filled the air. A path of glowing moss seemed to appear from the book, leading into a miniature, enchanted forest that had sprung up on the library floor. Tiny, luminous fireflies blinked among the trees. Rohan and Priya looked at each other, then back at Inky, who gave a reassuring blink. They knew this was just the beginning of their adventures in the Grand Whispering Library. With Inky as their guide, every visit promised a new world, a new friend, and a new story waiting to come alive.